Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. And as y'all can see, I'm coming live from the Rose Garden, man. Take a look at it. Take a look at it, man. We got another beauty. It's my birthday. It's all love. So real quick, I gotta thank the Most High for waking me up this morning and giving me another opportunity to be great and allowing me to see another year. Thank you so much. And I want to send a big shout out to my brother and my ancestors that's up there looking out for your boy. I love y'all, man. I'm blessed, man. 38 years old, man. A lot of people not getting to see 38. A lot of people not getting to see this age, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to show gratitude to God, man. Be thankful for your life and everything you have in it. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, it could be taken away just like that. So either way, I'm blessed. I'm happy to see another year, man. But real quick, though, I just want to holler at y'all, man, about addiction, bro. You know what I mean? Addiction, bro. Every type of addiction. It's like, it's not easy to overcome. You know what I mean? We see drug addiction. We see porn addiction. We see food addiction. You know what I mean? We see sex addiction, all of that shit, And for real, you really got to be in tune with God. You got to talk to God a lot, you know what I mean, to get over some of that. You know what I mean? You got to pray and ask the Most High for strength, bro. Because if you think you could just get over that on your own, bro, listen, you terribly wrong. You know what I mean? You definitely got to tap into your spiritual side, into a spiritual realm to shake them demons off. You know what I mean? Some of y'all that's dealing with porn addiction and all that, listen, bruh, you have to find a way to shake that off, bruh. It ain't easy to do it alone. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy for me to shake alcohol addiction, drug addiction. You know what I mean? Porn addiction. You know what I'm saying? All of it still just sit in the back of my mind. But guess what, man? I had to holler at God for help. You know what I mean? That's first and foremost. But I want y'all to understand, though, bro. When it comes to these things and dopamine, right? Which is you have dopamine receptors in your mind, bro. And when you do certain things, listen, bro, it releases dopamine into your brain, into your body, and that's what make you feel good, and when you watch porn, when you do drugs, listen, bro, that releases too much dopamine, and that's how you end up addicted. When you drink alcohol, bro, it opens the floodgates. When you do heroin, not saying that y'all do heroin, but that's why you have certain drugs that are so addictive and hard to kick for certain people that do it. Because guess what, bro? It just opens the floodgates of dopamine that's being released into your brain and in your body. And guess what, bro? You just want to keep chasing after that. You know what I mean? And that's why, this journey is so important to get on, because that's the same reaction that you having with pornography. You know what I mean? While you watching pornography, guess what, bro? The floodgates is opening just like drugs. And you feeling that pleasure, you tricking your mind into thinking that you're doing something without any work. You know what I mean? You more without any work or anything. And listen, what I want you to understand is that your body naturally releases dopamine depending on what you're doing. You know what I mean? When you feel joy, when you out having fun, when you see people, when you playing with your kids, when you doing certain things, when you working, on yourself and getting pleasure from natural things, even in nature, bro. When you go outside, you see it's a beautiful day, the sun shining, guess what? Your brain will release dopamine because you happy. You know what I'm saying? You getting pleasure out of that from natural things. But when you start manipulating that shit, then it becomes an issue. When you start manipulating that with drugs, overconsumption of food, sugar, you know what I'm saying? Sex all the time. Guess what, bro? You become addicted to that. Because guess what? Now you desensitizing yourself, bro. So even the normal things that you usually do that you get a dopamine release from, bro, listen, now you won't get that release so much. It ain't coming like that. Because your brain since you manipulated that, now it want the extreme shit. It's like, fuck all of that bullshit that you used to get a dopamine release from. Now your body want the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Now your body want the sex. Now your body want the release, the alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That's what your body want. You know, all of the bad food, the chemicals that they putting in this food, bruh. Now your body it wants that. That's what the floodgates, that's what it takes you to do to open those floodgates and get that feeling that your body want, because your body is now addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? Your body is addicted to it. So your body start depending on that dopamine release. So all of the normal things that you used to do, you know what I mean? When you was productive, the things that naturally made you happy, where you got a release from, it won't make you happy no more. You won't get that dopamine release that was normal, bruh. So now when we get on this journey, it start rewiring and resetting that shit. You know what I'm saying? It start to heal up here so we can get back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So we can shake that shit off and start closing those gates and get the dopamine releases naturally. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. Not artificially, because that's what you do when you manipulate your body and do drugs and watch pornography or eat bad all of the time and all of that shit, bro. Listen, that was artificial. That was an artificial dopamine release, even though it was very much real, bro. Listen, you was doing things that was doing more harm to you, where you didn't need that floodgate to open, bro. That's not natural for your body to release that much dopamine. Understand that. It's unnatural. So when addiction come, and when you see people doing all of that extreme shit, when you see people gaining 600 pounds, when you see dope fiends out here scratching, when you see them with the tracks in their veins and all of that shit, when you see motherfuckers out here doing heinous crimes as far as sex crimes, rape, all of that shit, bro, guess what, bro? Now they still chasing that release. You know what I mean? They addicted. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, oh, just because you watch porn, that's what you gonna get to. But guess what? Some people do. Some people do. Some people allow themselves to get that far into it, just like an addict, bro. When you watch porn and do all of this shit, you turn into an addict for that shit. You turn into a pervert for that shit. You want more and more, bro. And a lot of people go crazy when they not getting the real thing, and they go out there and do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's happening to a bunch of people that watch pornography. No. But you have had some people that have connections with porn and the shit that they do out there, where they lose their mind and go out there and do some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have those addictions, and then it just carry on out into some other shit. It branches off, but a lot of time it start with that. A lot of time it start with that, man. It's no different from how some of these motherfucking pedophiles and shit out here that's locked up and shit. A lot of the times they was caught because they tracked child pornography to their computers, to their phones. You know, and they was able to catch them that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a link between that shit. You know what I'm saying? That could just go far. Listen, bro, to points to where you would never want it to get to, even with how it make people and how it makes you in your mind, bro. The shit that you think about, bro, how extreme it get, the more and more you watch certain porn and areas that you start going into just because you allowed your addiction to go further than it should have. You know what I'm saying? But it happens the more and more you keep doing that shit. That's why it's so hard to shake. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you see so many people out here wilding. That's why you see so many simps. That's why you see so many people that's in comments and all following these Instagram models and on OnlyFans. That's why you seeing these women get millions and millions of dollars from OnlyFans. Because you got a bunch of perverts that's on social media, that's on OnlyFans, that's on these webcam shits, paying top dollar for this shit. And that's very extreme. You know, that's extreme to be paying that amount of money just looking through a screen. So for some people to say, nah, porn can't do this. Listen, bro, you can't put nothing past anything these days. So if you got a lot of motherfuckers that said they would never be alcoholics, that they would never be drug addicts, that they would never do this, do that. And guess what, bro? They done got strung out here. You know what I'm saying? These demons, bro, you never underestimate no demons, bro. You never underestimate that shit. Stop saying, oh yeah, this and that, bro. You know how many motherfuckers that said never and then got out here in this world and then allowed themselves to get sucking into some shit? You know what I mean? Allowed themselves to get sucked into some shit that they couldn't find a way out of, bro. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important to get right with God, man, and get on the journey and try to change now. Get on the journey and try to change now, bruh. You can't be putting shit past anything these days, bruh. How many times we done seen it with motherfuckers that we done seen that we didn't even looked up to. We done looked up to a lot of motherfuckers that we done seen turn out to be drug addicts. You know what I mean? That turned out to be rapists, turned out to be robbers, turned out to be all types of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit that you never even imagined or even seen the motherfucker even going these routes, even going these lengths. And you be like, what the fuck? You be like, what the you just never know. You just never know. So understand, bro, when it comes to addiction, bro, it's all linked. You know what I'm saying? From drug addiction, like I said, bro, when I was on drugs, when I was drinking alcohol, all of that shit was all connected to pornography, because all of it I was able to get a dopamine release from. And anytime I wasn't high or drunk or watching porn, what was I doing? I was eating. So at the same time, you got to understand, you always trying to feed that addiction. You always trying to get those floodgates open up here. You know what I'm saying? Because you constantly fucking with those receptors, bro. When you on the journey, bro, you reset that. When you fast, listen, bro, you reset all of that. When you abstain from sex, you reset all of that, bro. That's what you got to understand. You reset all of that, and guess what? Those receptors get back to normal. Then you get back to enjoying life, enjoying natural things, wanting to do more things that's going to be productive for yourself. Staying healthy, you're going to be happy from that. You're going to be happy to go to the gym. You're going to be happy to eat right. You're going to be happy to be around good energy, bro. But guess what? When you watching porn or you on drugs, you out here fighting addiction and shit, you don't want to be around nobody. You want to be somewhere just tucked away. You don't want to be nowhere. You want to stay in darkness. If you ain't getting high or doing any of the things that you addicted to that's going to give you that release, you not happy to do nothing. You're not happy to go to work. You're not happy to be around family. You're not happy to be being productive. You ain't trying to do none of that. And that's not life. That's not living. So you got to start, listen, bro, you got to stop manipulating this and change this. You know what I mean? Because the more and more you do that shit, bro, the more and more you out here fapping, the more and more you out here lusting, the more and more you out here chasing, the more and more you out here drinking and getting involved in all of this shit that's forming more addiction, the more and more you just keep eating bad, taking in all this sugar, these chemicals, this fast food. Bro, listen, dog, you continuing to manipulate this up here, and that addiction grows. Understand that addiction grows. So you gotta stay here and start resetting this. Reset this shit by staying on this journey, staying away from porn, staying away from sex until you get right. You know what I'm saying? Until you get right. You gonna know when you get right. But it's gonna start with porn. It's gonna start with staying away from that shit. I can't just tell you to stay away from sex. I'd rather you have sex than watch porn. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from drugs, stay away from all of that shit, bro, because it ain't doing you no good. You know what I mean? Start, man, listen, bro, moderation with food, dog. All that overeating not helping you out either. You know what I'm saying? All that sugar intake not helping you out either, bro. That's what I leaned on when I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was the other shit. When I couldn't drink, when I couldn't smoke, when I couldn't fap, when I couldn't watch porn, listen, bro, I was gonna eat. And that's how you gain a shit ton of weight. You know what I'm saying? That's how your body become addicted to all those chemicals that they putting into this shit, into these artificial sugars and all of that shit, bro. And none of it's good for you. Just understand it's a wide range of shit. None of it's good for you. So stop playing. All right? And that's my word, man. My name Sinn and Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
Give you this, give you that, but Cindy got nothing for you. No simping in my decisions, I gotta keep it royal. King shit, I'm the gift, I promise I won't adore you, but I will explore you.